What in the... What is up, everyone? We are back, man. It feels good to be back on the channel. I know it's been a long time, but it is official. Cody and I have finally PCS to our new installations, and I just got time to get into my garage to get this thing sorted out, and it is a total mess. So we're gonna go into the house a little bit later. I'm gonna show you a couple rooms and kind of just explain to you how all of our move went with this COVID-19 stuff and where we're at and things of that nature. But first, I guess what we really need to do is get on this garage, get this thing sorted out and cleaned. It's just totally filled with all of our boxes and stuff from inside of the house. So let me just give you a real quick rundown of what this garage looks like currently, and then I'll show you with maybe like a time-lapse video or something about how we're gonna get this thing cleaned out, because it is a mess. All right, well, here are all of the boxes that we broke down from inside of the house. Now, we did have the movers clean up a lot of our stuff and unpack some of the things when they were here last week, here is obviously the razors right over there. We got her into the garage finally, but there's just more stuff back there. We have a really cool storage, basically like a storage unit in the back of this garage. And then here's all bunch of more of our bins and things that we store into the garage. This is all the stuff that I actually had to bring with me as we drove from North Carolina to Illinois, because movers will not ship any of your liquids. They won't ship any of your paints or your aerosols. I had to bring about 7 cans of propane with me. All my generator was in the back of the truck. We took our bikes. Man, it was just crazy. And then over here is my toolbox buried into this thing with a bunch more boxes back there and my shelves. So, I mean, this place is just absolutely trashed. We bought a couple new TVs when we got here. And then back here is a really nice, and they pack these boxes so heavy too. They're just super heavy. Back here is a really nice storage, basically like a storage room, and it's humongous. I've never had something like this before, which is nice because I can just put all of our stuff that we don't use a lot in here. New lawnmower and a weed whacker, because I have to mow the back of my yard now, which is just crazy. I haven't mown a lawn in like 16 years. But nonetheless, this is kind of the project that's at hand for us today. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. So let's just go ahead and get it on. Okay, we finally have a nice walk-through way here. This was just crazy, had all kinds of stuff. As you can see, our boxed things. There's a couple things that didn't make it. So my heater broke. This is my heater. These legs broke off that, which is understandable. I'll just claim that. And my lamps didn't make it either. This thing got all tore up in the process. Not a big deal. This was the craziest thing. I have these awesome hardware drawers. I had them all sorted out, and the guys freaking packed them on their backs instead of standing them upright in the box, which I thought was just stupid. So when I pulled them out of the box, all my hardware fell out all over the floor. And you know, I could have just swept that stuff up and threw it in the trash, but you know, I paid money for this stuff. It's not gonna hurt me to just go ahead and sort through that stuff and make sure all my drawers, because I actually have 2 of them and it happened to both of them, which sucks. But that's actually one of the things that helps me out when I'm stressed out. Basically kind of like this hat that I'm wearing here, this signed Perry Motorsports stuff that we just started partnering with. These folks are a racing team that specializes in helping folks with post-traumatic stress disorder, from emergency responders, firemen, police officers, paramedics, to our military folks. So it's just really cool to be a part on their team as well. But one of the things that helps me kind of de-stress when I am feeling a couple of you know, a little bit of anxiety and nervousness and stuff come up from my service in the military. I like to do things to clean things up, to fix things. It kind of gives me a lot of peace of mind, and it kind of gives me my happy place, you know. So I'm not gonna have a problem going through all the hardware. Obviously, I wish I didn't have to do it, but I do think it's gonna be very rewarding when I go through all the drawers and fix up my hardware stuff again. I love the drawers, they're really cool. I can put the link down in the comments so that way you can see what drawers I'm using. They're actually very, very well organized. They're robust. They have great ratings. I bought them off Amazon. They were like $30. But nonetheless, let's get back to looking at this garage. So you can now almost walk around the Razor. Here are all the shelves that I got and just a bunch of other stuff. This lawnmower is pretty sweet. It actually stands up, which is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in this storage area back here. I still have the box. I have to make sure I throw that out today too. But and my weed whacker as well. These things are both battery powered and they are awesome. My backyard's not very big. Well, here is our backyard. It was really trashed when we got here. But I'm doing a lot of work to it, putting in some new seed fertilizer and things of that nature. So I am doing a video on that. You're going to be able to see all of that and how this is going to turn out. But the lawnmower does really good back here. And yeah, oh, here goes Maggie. Maggie. Oh, she's going to go potty. All right. Well, here we are. But the battery in this thing is massive. It's right here. It's just gigantic. It's like 6 amp hours, which is pretty cool. And it comes with a key too. So you, like if you had kids, you can pull that key out. But nonetheless, now we have a walkway area here, which is just really nice. Now, as far as these boxes, I do live on base. So we have a couple options for getting rid of these boxes. And the first one is calling the housing department here and having them come and pick up our bulk items, and that's what I'm going to do. So I've never done this before, but I put a cargo strap down here, and what I'm going to do when I'm done loading this thing up, I'm just going to go ahead and strap it down. Then I'm going to bring my truck over here and drag it to the to the sidewalk over there, because there's no way I'll be able to move this thing under my own strength. So I'm going to drag that thing over there and get that set up so that these guys can come pick this stuff up. There's still a bunch more to go on this side over here. We still have a lot of things to go through. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? Oh, by the way, let me show you these floors. The floors in this in this garage are just totally trashed. This is not my home. I'm not buying it, but I don't know if I can live with this kind of stuff. I'm not sure what a lot of this is. So I really don't know what I'm going to do about it, because I spend a lot of time in my garage. Same with these walls. These walls are just trashed as well, and they don't finish these things, which is weird because my last garage at Seymour Johnson had a finished garage, and it was really nice. The floors were perfect. They were immaculate. The walls were beautiful. They repainted it before I got there. But this garage needs some major TLC. Look at this thing. How ugly is that? Look at that eyesore, man. I don't know if I can live with this thing. And I'm going to be here for anywhere from 3 to 4 years because I'm in a staff position now. So I'm locked in. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and just refocus our efforts over here. I got a bunch of my tools from my toolbox in here, so I might just go ahead and grab the toolbox, wheel her out, and start loading all those tools in there, because that has been so painful since we've been here. Whenever I need a tool, I'm just kind of scrapping it. I'm using my Leatherman. I got a couple tools that I brought with me as we drove here, but it's just real slim pickings in there. So let's go ahead, and I think I'm going to start with that. That should be a task. So I don't know. Maybe we'll start with getting rid of the extra boxes and stuff that I have. What do you guys think? Tools or boxes? We're going to decide in 3, 2, 1, boxes. Okay, everyone. Well, we are getting there. I cannot believe how long this is taking, and I also can't believe how much energy I still have. But nonetheless, let's take a look at the garage so you can kind of see where we're at. I think I'm at a point now where I can go ahead and drag these cardboard boxes to the curb. But before I do that, let's go ahead and just take a look at where we're at. I'll show you the storage room really quick. So here we go. All right, over here is where we're going to go ahead and put our work benches on this side. Getting ready to build those here in a minute. We got a lot of these boxes and these tubs completely torn down, and now they are mostly back in our storage room back here. This thing is so cool, man. Every garage should come with a big old storage unit like this. It's literally like as big as one of those pod things you can buy. But right now I have a bunch of my things that I put in tubs. All that Christmas decorations that I pulled out is here. That's our RV, our camper cover right there. So that's all good. And then we got just kind of some miscellaneous things up here. These are all Jesse's beach chairs, so I'm probably gonna end up hanging those on the wall. Then we're gonna bring our lawnmower stuff over here and just kind of, just put some random things away. But the next thing we have to do after we put the cardboard away is we need to build our shelving system so that all this other random stuff can go back to where it needs to be, especially all these liquids and stuff that I had to personally bring over here to Illinois, because those things have been in these boxes and in my truck for like 2.5 weeks now. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Wish me luck, because I am still gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this over with my truck. I'm gonna try and set it right there on that sidewalk right there. So let's just kind of hope that works out. Here is our dining room. This is where a lot of the boxes came from as well, because we had a ton of wine packed up. This is our little bar area. We got our water cooler, and then we have my Keurig station over there, and all of our photos and things like that. And then obviously our table. We weren't sure how well this table was going to come out, because last time we moved from New Jersey to New Mexico, this thing got totally from New Mexico to North Carolina, this thing got totally smashed up, and we had to have professionals come pick it up and rejuvenate it and refurbish the whole table. So it turned out really, really good. But I'm really loving how our dining room turned out. It's super spacious, and this table is gigantic. It might not look like that on the video, but it's huge. So obviously Michigan native, baby. And also here's our utility room too. I know these aren't two like super cool rooms to show you. We also have a really nice den theater room and a family room, but I'm gonna save those rooms for the next video when I talk to you all about the grass and the garage and how we're gonna fix that up. But I really love how our utility room turned out. It's got a really cool little sink here for Maggie Moo. We can wash her, and it's super easy now. I can just make sure she gets her little wash and her little conditioning, and then we can dry her off right here. And it's really nice. And we got Jesse's little utility closet with all her her kitchen toys and stuff like that. And then this door leads right out into the garage. But I can't show you that yet. It's gonna be on the next video. All right, so it totally worked. My girl was able to yank that little nothing. I didn't even feel that thing back there. So I actually thought I lost it when I first pulled away, but it was back there. So we got all this. I mean, this stuff is just tons of boxes and paper. It's just crazy. But now we're ready to move into actually reorganizing this place. So let's just go ahead and start there. You got a real good shot of the razor now. So she's looking real sharp, but let me see. I don't remember even if I have these battery plugged in. Let's see if we can put her lights on. Oh yeah, she's got the battery hooked up, so we can put her glow lights, put her rock lights on. It's so weird how it looks differently on the camera. On the camera, it looks like it's almost like a really deep purple, but they're actually blue. They're like ocean blue. They're really nice. It's just strange, but all right, folks, let's go ahead and start knocking out this workbench area, what we're gonna get organized here. So let's get that rolling. Well, we finally got these shelves. I'm not shelves, but these are the work benches that I built when I was over there at Seymour. And everything looking pretty good right now. The only thing that I'm really annoyed at is there's only one outlet here on this whole side for this entire row of workbench, which is just super disappointing. I feel like there should have been at least 3 of them. Nonetheless, it's getting really late out here, folks, so I guess we're just gonna have to pick this up tomorrow. What is up, everyone? We are back. Well, it is not the next day, but it is a next day. I managed to do a little bit more work into the garage, and we started putting a lot of stuff in the store. So let me just go ahead and show you what we've got going on up to this point. Okay, so we managed to do quite a bit of stuff in here at this point. As I said earlier, we got all of our bins in there. I went ahead and mounted some things to hold all of Jessica's beach chairs. All of our Christmas decorations are on this side, and then I also threw in this really nice, it's not nice, it's just a little, broom holder thingy. But I had that from when I used to live in New Mexico, so I just put that thing right back on the wall there. And now I still have all this storage up in the wall, and I still have all this floor space in here too. So we're still putting stuff away. We've got all this stuff right here that needs to get put somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where yet. I have Jesse's, her outdoor table set cover. We have a kayak right here. This refrigerator is not gonna be staying in here, but I am gonna put it right here in this area just for safekeeping, because it's gonna be returned. The thing, we bought it's brand new, doesn't work. So nonetheless, not a big deal. I still have some things over here to put away, and then obviously all this stuff right here. So let's just go ahead and start working on this side, because my goal is to be able to bring Jesse's Jeep into the garage and move this RZR over here, so that way we can finally get all this cleaned up and get one of the vehicles in. So let's just go ahead and start with all this stuff right here. All right, folks. Well, it looks like we've got Bay 1 completely cleaned up. Check it out. It looks pretty good. Now, obviously, there's quite a bit still left I gotta do. I want to sweep. There's more hardware. My gosh, these people drive me crazy, these packers. But there is a little bit more I gotta do. Let me show you how I'm putting all this hardware in this freaking, look at all that. It's just random stuff on the ground. I'm putting things in. Oh my God, look at this. This is not mine though. Or is it? Was that one of mine? I don't know. Yeah, we'll keep it. You can use that. It's a good screw. All right, let me show you guys the storage room so far. So this area over here looks pretty good. Now I gotta put those chairs up. I'm gonna put them up on that wall, but I have to buy another one of those. Those are actually the bike rack things that I used to have in my garage to hold my bikes up on the wall. But they're working really good for the chairs. Put those up on the wall up here, and that'll clean up this area because I'll get to really move some of that stuff around. And then this side has a little bit more kind of like the just kind of like the miscellaneous stuff. I am going to put all of my growlers and my squealers up on the wall out here. I actually got kind of I'm a little bit torn about what I'm going to do out here with the walls and stuff. So, but I know I am going to put the growlers. This is all of our stuff. If you didn't know this, what a growler is actually a gallon of beer you can take with you from a brewery. These are growlers. The big ones and the 32 ounces are the squealers. I mean, we've got them all from New Mexico to Pagosa Springs, and I think that's Colorado. New Belgium. We went to the New Belgium brewery in Asheville. That was really sweet. This is a really cool. This one's actually, you can pop it up right there and it keeps it cold, really cold. We've used that before. Some other ones, double barleys down in North Carolina. So we just got a bunch of other cool stuff, other places we've been. But nonetheless, I'm gonna put all that up one of these days here. Pretty soon. I don't think it's gonna be too long, but one of the things that I gotta do now is I gotta move this RZR. We're gonna move this RZR over and we're gonna bring the Jeep in, and that is gonna be the task for ending this day. So let's just go ahead and see if we can make that happen right now. Well, there you have it, folks. We got all the way up to this part, but this is probably gonna be the end for this video. I'm not really sure what else I'm gonna be doing in this place, but obviously you know I gotta get my tools and my workbench all done. So we're gonna be doing that, but do you think there's anything else I should be doing with this thing? Like, should I be looking at refinishing the walls, looking at the floors, doing something else? Just let me know what you think. If you wanna see more of this, go ahead and give it a like, and if the video gets, you know, a certain amount of likes, I guess, I don't really know what that is, but people are interested, then I'll continue to film and we'll do this garage renovation and things of that nature. So nonetheless, thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll check you guys real soon.